No. Going in.
You can swing yours if you want. All right. We'll wait till people start showing up. But this will record it, and then we'll also upload this video. But I'll wait until we get a couple of people in here.
That's the new one. I just sent it.
You guys will notice periodically in the comments, when you go back, and if you want to go back and watch this live, you'll notice in the comments there will be links to our various pages that we're updating and moving over to. First one is the new YouTube channel. We're going to move everything from here over to that channel, and that's one of the big parts.
So you can see everything as well.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Welcome to the live, guys. Most of what I'm doing is because I haven't posted in a long time. This is kind of a live Q&A, so if you guys have any questions or anything like that for me, or any suggestions you guys want to see in future videos or anything. This is also where we're gonna start posting the links to like the new channel, where we're gonna start uploading over there. We got a TikTok going now. The Instagram page is still the same. Just little things like that. You guys will notice I'm looking down. I've got the comments down here in the corner so I can read your comments and things like that. Yeah, so if you got any questions for me, go for it. I am now. For a while, I really wasn't. It's going pretty good. Also, while we're sitting here, I'm just gonna do some maintenance on some of my reels and things like that. I have one of my reels that is acted up the last time we went out. So this live specifically, I've only been doing it for 5 minutes. I've only done a couple of lives. I had been doing videos for a couple of years, but I stopped posting for a couple of years because I had a lot of personal issues that were going on in my life, and it made it very, very difficult to really want to do anything. And so that's why it's been really a long time for me to post. I went through a very, very difficult anxiety and depression. I don't know. You gotta look into it. There are housekeeper jobs out here, but the last time I was out, this bale came loose, so I gotta do a little maintenance on that. Hello. I've got a little bit of delay between here and the question, so just gotta bear with me. Oh, my day's going pretty good. What you guys don't see is off the camera over here, I've got a little tool kit to take the parts off. Back up this retaining screw. Ooh, don't want to lose that. Forget that this is a reverse thread. Yeah, that's essentially what my channel is. Growing up, I never really was taught how to fish. So I'm kind of teaching myself, and I always say on my channel, maybe I learned something, maybe you learned something. So I'm hoping that people will learn from me, or maybe they'll teach me something. I figured, it's a really good skill to have. What actually got me into fishing was COVID, really. COVID happened, and really couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything, and I figured if things got worse here, that would be probably a really good skill to have. So cool. Well, Hal, thanks for coming in. There we go. That's nice and tight. go. Probably, oh, we got scissors in the bag, huh? Oh, actually, I could use those right there. Here's the little pad I've been putting everything. Maybe we should have brought out the little magnetic pad. There's that little plastic. Yeah, you see how, like, that little screw, it retains that.
I had a bunch of gunk built up all around it.
Yeah. Or maybe even just go like this so we could use that pad to clean. Because there's a little brush in here too. So you can get in between the little small parts. Run a little oil in these guides. There's the little brush. Feels a little tight. Sink down in. In there. It's actually a little. Using that little tag in to work the oil in there. Keep tension on it. Gets the little cool. Since there's nobody in here right this minute, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run and grab that magnetic pad.
I can grab it.
If you want to. Hindsight, I just thought about it. I could have also went live using the iPad. And I could have went live on TikTok.
Oh, that's smooth now.
Yeah. Yep. Right. And then that little screwdriver, you can open up this plate and the gears are in there, and that's what the grease is for.
It's like when we first bought them.
Yep. Maybe grab a couple of the microfiber cloths. I like this little kit. And then just got this right here. It's cleaner, degreaser.
Dude, that's smooth.
Oh yeah. A lot of things people don't like to talk about that I'm going to head and talk about, even though there's nobody in here. I went through a lot of depression and anxiety. It was very, very crippling. So if you ever go through anything like that, don't be afraid to talk to somebody. Lean on your support group. If you don't have a support group, find a support group. Heck, message me. Like, it's not easy. And that's why I ended up shutting down for about 2 years and hadn't been able to post. I went through very, very, very rough, crippling depression. So, but I'm finally back to it and doing pretty good and starting to make videos and stuff again. So
Also helps that you have someone editing your videos as well.
yeah, that was a big thing too. I didn't have anybody to edit videos. It was all just me. I was editing everything, filming everything, you know. Now I've got somebody who edits and films, and this guy over here, can't see him because he's sitting to the side, but that's been a huge step forward, because, you know, without that, it was just so difficult to do. If you have any questions or anything for me, go ahead and leave a question in the comments and I'll do the best that I can to answer it. We're just kind of maintaining reels and stuff like that and doing Q&A, and, you know, I just got this one oiled up. While I had it out, it was not wanting to, my whole bail was wobbling. Now, running smooth. I think what I'm gonna do is same thing. I'm gonna grease up the gears on the inside. So take the little tab off here. Long screw. All right. Wow, look at that. No, this one's actually still pretty good. There's grease in there. Still gonna pull it out. Okay, you flip it over. There's a couple of screws holding this little panel on to get to the gears. Just lay it on its side so you don't lose any of your gears. Did you already get yours? There's the grease over there for him. This pad right here is magnetic, so we don't lose any of our screws. I realized doing this and working with a table that has holes in it probably wasn't the safest bet. Especially because we've got fake turf underneath here. And that screw goes down in there, gone. You have to take that front cover off too.
It doesn't fully come off.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's got this cover here. Which I thought was metal. Come to find out, it's just a little plastic cover. Oh, and there's a screw under that too. Look at there. Okay. That one's a tiny screw.
Birds are going crazy.
Yeah. We're just maintaining some of our reels and for fishing. Trying to get grease down in there. These ones are a little more difficult because they don't fully come apart. So I'm just going to spray some grease in there, close it up, work it around. We're also doing some Q&A. We're in the U.S. California specifically, Northern California. I don't have opinion about that either way. I don't really talk politics. I think that is, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but for me, that's just a conversation I would prefer to stay out of. I don't think it. Yeah. Who? Him? Yeah. You also know the flathead on the other side. That's pretty cool. I got a friend of mine who does animation. Yeah. Yeah, if you do you have a YouTube that you make your animation into? Messi or Ronaldo? That's up your alley. What do you think?
Ronaldo.
Cool. I'll have to go check it out. My son, he's more into watching football or soccer. You said a Ronaldo? He's a Ronaldo fan. I don't. You know that? Who that is? He says he don't know who that is. I think it's been a while since he's really watched anything. There we go. Get that grease in there. Where did that go? You hand me mine? Oh, it's still hooked up. Do you do a lot of fishing in your area? That's kind of what this channel is. We do fishing and fishing type stuff. I seem like a. Was that what you're asking? Or you're saying I seem like a WWE wrestler?
Because you're bald.
Funny enough, I used to do wrestling when I was younger. I actually used to do, for my local area, a wrestling show. It's called Tracy Wrestling, or TWF. And then I hurt my neck doing that, which is like one of the #1 injuries you can get while wrestling. And of course I did. It's all right, I don't have any complaints. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, I'd have had a different opinion. Oh, you just cut it.
Mm-hmm. And then I just left the line.
Reverse thread?
No, it's lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Good Lord. Oh, I'm a dummy. I forgot this plate's gonna come off. Boy, that feels. Feel that. Oh, there we go. That was really cranked down.
It's also this.
Well, that was cranked down. Good Lord. Are you sure? Nope. Mine's reverse thread. Righty tighty. Or righty loosey. Lefty tighty. And does this same thing. Loosen it like those. Oh. You know why it's reverse? Because it's left-handed. A little grease in there. Take the cover off.
This one doesn't come off on this one. Mm-hmm.
There. Grease. Grease. I heard cookie.
I know. I heard it. I'll go check.
I don't know if that. So this just slid out. I don't know if this washer was.
Yeah, that goes on there.
No. This spacer. Huh. Just lose the screw.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it did go on there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Found a wing nut.
Yeah, that's not what I was looking for.
Well, who's watching the live? Who's in here?
Still can't find it. I've got a feeling it'll be down here for a while. Not a metal pellet.
Baby. Is it magnetic?
I hope so. It's a screw.
It has to be, because I just dropped this one on here to see. Which one? Oh, for that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
that's- Did it look just like that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not magnetic. That's why. Tiny black screw. My son's out here, standing on the other,
Gonna have to play games.
waving at me, asking, "You got games on your phone?"
Hey, you got games on your phone?
I do.
You got games on your Switch?
I do.
You have games on your Xbox, though.
Oh,
Oh shit! Hey, Tom Tom,
Yeah.
you want to give us a hand?
For what?
He just dropped a screw. It's like that small, and it's in between this grass down here.
Let me check, don't move.
Part of me wants to go get a vacuum. You know?
in the black hole, it will never be found again.
You got the vacuum over there.
And I just hit Thomas in the head.
Hit me in the head. Call it a rug.
I can't remember. You have one of these on yours?
Not
What the
down
hell
there.
is that?
It came off of here.
No.
Nope, not down there.
Just sit right there. Thank you.
Oh, we're making orders?
Yeah.
No. Do you have games on your Xbox?
We do.
Can I play them? I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
Don't.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
That smells
No, you
good.
don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No,
When I say I do, I mean I do.
you don't want to play games in Dad's room, and you're too afraid to ask.
What are you talking about?
Okay, now this is the part where I gotta be like over the table. What'd you use for these?
I didn't turn anything. I just put grease because I didn't want anything to come loose.
Well, right, but what'd you use
I used grease
on the gears?
on the gears.
Better grease gutter?
Yeah, I just kind of put it in because if you look in here, there's grease in there, so I just kind of filled that back in with grease. I feel like something's missing, or something's not right. That nut does not go. I knew it.
You gotta put this one.
You're right. I was wondering why I was missing. That goes on. Then this goes on. I wonder why there was space between there. And this goes on. Welcome to the live, guys. Just doing a Q&A. Why are you doing that? That's not good. Although I suppose that it wasn't doing that because the tension isn't set correctly either. Find that screw. That's not right. It's always important to pay attention to what it is that you're doing. I know exactly where I messed up. I flipped something. I wasn't supposed to. So what's going on, guys? We're doing Q&A. We're discussing the future of my channel. At the top of the comments, there is a link to the new channel. We're going to throw that also in the comments now. We have a TikTok that we'll put in there as well.
I don't know why it's not showing you anything.
It's the So in the comments is the link to our new YouTube, the link to our TikTok. What is that? I don't understand why you're not. Clicking. Why is my drag not functioning right? Is yours clicking?
Mine doesn't click. Mine doesn't make the click sound. My drag works though.
I don't know where the end of my line went. That's what I'm trying to. I mean, my drag works. Okay. I'm getting frustrated.
Did you find the end of your line?
Yeah. I feel like something's. Yeah, something's not put back together correctly. Gonna practice. Oh no, you're gonna. There we go. Hear that? Okay. Now we're cooking. Oh, how did Spider get outside?
I don't know.
Oh, window.
Oh, you're brown.
Oh. I don't know how he even got outside. Look at his bedroom window, because I heard a noise. We just found him out here. Did we bring out the practice plug?
No, I'm just practicing the fish. I'm throwing it on the turf on the other side. Making sure everything goes fine.
You guys got any questions? Comments? Questions, comments, concerns? We're just maintaining our reels, things like that. Oh yeah, I gotta put. Oh, dumb. There we go. Had to tighten my drag. And then I can back my tension off. There we go. All right. Back off the tension on that.
Good. Catch one of our fish.
Catfish in there. There's supposed to be catfish in there.
And where?
Threw 2 little bristle nose catfish.
There's catfish in there?
Yep. Yeah, they're little.
How did you get catfish in there?
Okay, look. Let's see. You see who's in there?
No, I just told you how many people.
Guys, go look at the comments. There's the new TikTok and the new YouTube channel.
I'm gonna clip that off.
Yeah.
I just took it off the swivel. I wasn't even gonna.
Where's the... Oh, you're just gonna tie it straight on?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I got extra line here, so I'm gonna fart around with tying some knots. Where'd the scissors go?
Underneath my leg. Hold on.
Practice tying some. Big old swivel.
It worked.
Is that the one you were using?
Yep.
Jesus. Look at the size of that swivel.
And I caught a 3.5 pounder.
Jesus. Ambitious little 3-pounder. Was the swivel he was using when he caught a 3.5-pound bass on it. There's the wind. Yeah. That's a strong knot. Heck, while I'm sitting here and I'm tying knots, I'll show you a couple knots. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, that's a good strong knot. That's one of those knots that you can tie. You don't want to be worried about checking it every time. Over here just plunking with it. All right. Clip off these swivels here, since I have quite a bit of extra line over here. I've got like 3 different size swivels. Go ahead and show you. There's the end of that big old swivel. First one, run your line through it, through the eye. Oop, don't drop your line. Run your line through the eye of the swivel, bring it up, and what you want to do is wrap it around itself. So you're gonna go bring it over like that. And back up. You're gonna do that so it starts wrapping around itself. And do that like between 6 to 8 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I did 7, 8th one. Okay. And you bring that tag end back through that eye. Like that. And I hold it down here. And you wet it, pull it. You can bring that tag end back up and through. It's called a fisherman's knot. You bring it back up and through that eye. That's an advanced fisherman's knot. And you wet it, pull it, cinches down, good and tight. And you take that little tag end that's hanging there, just clip it off, ready to fish. That one you want to do when you do that, after you catch a fish or you get a good hit on your fish, you want to check your knot, make sure that it hasn't backed up or come loose. I'll clip that off. I'm using this bigger swivel so that it's easier to see. Okay.
What's this at?
Right there. Then, so then they have, I believe it's called the polymer knot. So you want to double over your fishing line. Set that down. So you have tag in. Make a loop like that. And take that loop, push it through the eye of the swivel. You're just going to make a normal overhand knot. Okay? Pull it back through so it's like this. Bring that over your swivel or your hook or your bait, whatever you're tying on. Bring it back up. Wet your knot. Pull it tight. Clip your tag end. And you're off to the races. That's a really strong knot.
A new merch drop.
Oh, so for those that have seen it before, you see our old image that's on there. We've got new merch with a new logo. Kind of to show a new fresh look since we're starting over and doing everything new. So you can go over there. The link to our Teespring will be down in the comments. I recommend getting a size or two bigger. They tend to run a little small, but it'll be over there. We've got hoodies and shirts. You can check out products that are on Teespring.
Show them.
This is our new logo. Let's get that there. Try not to get as much of a glare on there. Yep, so we're back to fishing.
We have hoodies.
We got
stickers.
hoodies, stickers.
Pullovers,
sweatshirts,
t-shirts, and then women's tees.
T-shirts and women's tees. So yeah, go ahead and get yours, and I think in about 4 minutes we're gonna end the live here, and well, maybe not. I want to rig up some baits. One of the next videos we're gonna go out and do and film. We're gonna go back to Cameron Park Lake, but
We taking the kayaks?
I think so. I think we might take the kayaks out. I would really like to revisit Natomas, Lake Natomas. That's the one that that's also a very notoriously hard to fish lake.
That's where I caught my first fish.
He caught a couple of bass out there, little tykes, but you know they hit it pretty hard, and it was really early in the morning. So what makes that lake really hard to fish is because it's just very, very popular. You got all kinds of paddle boarders. Not only is it hard to fish because of all of the paddle boarders that are out there, but there's not a lot of shade, there's not a lot of cover, so you really got to fish deep, and it's very pressured. Welcome to the live. Got any questions or fishing questions in general about me? You're gonna get out the soft plastics. We'll start rigging them up. I'm gonna back this up, and then we can show you guys us rigging them. Extra line. You guys are out fishing, man. This stuff right here is killer. It'll kill ducks and geese. They get it, or injure them real bad. They get it all tangled up and wrapped around their feet, and they can't get it off. They don't have thumbs. So whenever you cut your line, man, be a responsible fisherman. Take that stuff, throw it away. Take it back with you. You know, as it is, we've got plenty of microplastics in the system anyway, so be responsible. I take some of the line back with me to use to practice tying knots and things like that. You want to grab my thing of soft plastics?
This is yours.
No,
that isn't mine. That is mine.
Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah, give me a second.
We're gonna pre-rig some soft plastics.
What pocket?
I think it's the, yeah, sure. I think it's actually the front one. Yeah. Look at that. The oils have dyed that pocket. There's some hooks in there.
Yep, that's what I'm grabbing.
A whopper plopper. We're gonna pre-rig up some of these guys for when we go out, so that we could just throw them on our lines. I think I'm gonna wacky rig that. That's better wacky rig. I've got a couple of different hula grubs. So these are from Yamamoto. This is the
I want to get some more of these.
burnt root beer. This is the watermelon. and pumpkin.
Those right there.
These creature baits right here. Do you remember who makes them?
It's not Guggen.
No. But this is what he hit that 3.5 pound bass on.
It was that with one of those.
Yeah.
I had her just like that.
Yeah. I like these right here. These hooks. Man, helps hold your bait on. It's got a little corkscrew on there.
That's how I had it.
Just, that's crazy. Just random too.
It was.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just a matter of
Those are Guggen.
throwing something that they haven't seen before.
Those are the Guggen ones.
Yeah.
Hold on. I rigged it the same way as that one.
We need to get some more Google. Look at one. Got that right there. Watermelon. Man, I bet that would hit.
I need to get some more of these ones too. And some pink worms. What the heck was I doing here? What the heck is this? You see that?
I don't know. I don't know what you were doing.
Catfish hook with smallest lunker log ever. Pepper flake.
There's a little rigged up.
Oh yeah. That was a fish.
That's a wacky rig setup too.
See, the problem with this is when you put the hook here, you'd have to catch a really big fish, because that tail is,
Yeah, they're gonna wanna just bite that tail.
yeah. You'd have to catch like a 6-7 pounder. Isn't that what you caught your,
I got hit really hard on that one bass,
and then poof, you went to throw it out the second time and it disappeared?
and it went flying. There's another one. Another color rigged up.
Like the same ones?
No, this is the burnt root beer. And then these are the pumpkin. See?
Ah,
Slightly lighter in color. I got one of those rigged on. On a hula. I thought I had a couple of those rigged already. Yeah, there's a pumpkin one that's rigged. A little short. So that's a little short bait. Short bait, ooh ha ha. So here's a little trick to rigging up a Texas rig. So mark with your finger where you want it to pass through.
I'll be back.
Pull it up and through. There you go. Yeah. You're all set up. We got some hooks in here too. Big old catfish hook. Throw some of these up here to rig. Throw on one of these lizards on one of these. They're called twist locks. There we go. We got a little lizard hooked up. guy's rigged and ready. This guy's rigged and ready. Got that guy rigged and ready. Got some more twist locks. Yeah, maybe I'll rig up a twist lock paddle tail here. You can double these up with some other baits, but I'll just give this guy a try. Ooh, he looks like he's been pulled off of something before. Same with this guy. I think I pulled him off to throw him away. Paddle tail there. You need to wacky rig some of these guys. Want me to? Couple of different worms to rig. Rig up that guy too. Let's see. I might Texas rig a couple of these, and then wacky rig a couple of them, just to see what kind of action we can get out of them. those. Oh, what size do you think I should do for a wacky rig? They're all kind of big. Oh yeah, huh? Yeah.
Here's your hook.
That's a catfish hook.
Use that one right there.
For catfish, yeah.
Ah, your wacky rig.
2. 3. All right. Those are more for Texas rigs. Yeah, they've got these couple, look. So they had to have been used for something. You Texas rig it? You just go through it like that, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Almost feel like that. Hit.
Yeah.
But I'll do the classic like this. Let that bounce in the water. I don't know, guys, if you were a fish, would you eat that? More here. There we go. There's a wacky. Oh, I should have pulled out another one. Darker color. There's the wacky. Mini Texas. Oh yeah, you got it over there. Woo.
There's the wind.
There's the wind. Look at that. All right, guys, I think we're going to call it right there. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming out. We really appreciate it. Like I said, go over to the new channel. Those are in the comments. Go over to our TikTok. Like and subscribe over there. Because coming up by the end of this month, we're not going to be posting on this channel anymore. Everything will be moved over to that new channel. Once again, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.